Take a deep breath out, all the way out, and a big deep breath in as you rise up with me today. Birdsong, sunshine, fuzzy animals, mountains. We're outside here today making healthy choices, healthy decisions, and as always, I'm glad to have you in here with me today, now taking a deep breath out as we scan around the farm. And you center in with me today. We're going to take a little walk with the dog, and I'm going to give you some advice on how to quit drinking coffee. I made a couple videos recently about, and blog posts about why I quit drinking coffee, and convincing you of maybe why it's not for you. It's up to you in this video. It's not going to be so much about convincing you why you should maybe quit, but I'm going to be talking to you about how you can quit, how I quit, what made it easier for me, and some advice for you as we walk around the farm. So if that sounds interesting to you, gently touch that like button and come along with me as we enjoy this beautiful, wonderful day on the farm. Okay, now I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I'm going to talk quickly just to reinforce why you might want to quit coffee. It's an addictive substance, so you aren't really your master when you need something else. If you want to master yourself, it's a good reason to quit. It is habit forming at a time when you're in the morning, when you have the most vital energy, which could be spent on anything, and it is instead spent on servicing an addiction. It is forms a negative cycle where it's both disruptive to your sleep and a patch for not getting enough sleep. What are these behind me? These are bees, bee boxes. Got a lot of honey. Smells good. I like it. Coffee is your coffee addiction is your vital energy could be put on anything and should be put on the most valuable thing in the start of the day. Instead, it's put on servicing an addiction. So there's a negative thing there. I'm just gonna go walk around the farm. I'll show you the avocado trees next. It's one of the most pesticided. It's highly pesticided. So if you don't get organic, you're going to be drinking in toxins, which are going to affect you in negative ways. Organic is extremely expensive. It can be an expensive habit in money, not just in time. And it's just unessential. So again, I'm not trying to convince you, but if you're sort of already convinced or you're on the fence, there's a little push or confirmation for maybe why you should quit drinking coffee. Next, let's talk about how to do it. So, how to do it? Well, having a good reason or time to start. I actually quit for Sober October in 2019, so it's 2 years ago. It's like, hey, it's Sober October, what am I going to give up? Well, I already gave up drinking and alcohol. Let me give up coffee. So having a good reason, Sober October is coming up, so maybe there's a good reason for you. Having a good reason, feeling sort of inspired, motivated to make a change. It could be hitting a low point. Now, I don't know what a low point for caffeine looks like. Maybe just staying up way too late, drinking a bunch of coffee overnight. Or it could be snapping and, all sorts of drug related, and deciding you just want to be sober in all levels. Check out this avocado tree. Stop what you're doing. Grafted. So let's dive a little bit deeper into how you can quit drinking coffee. Having that spark moment is something that can really help, but what is going to help is having something to replace it. So let's check this out here. Eggplant. I got the dog running. By the way, just welcome in, man. I'm just glad. I'm glad to YouTube. I'm glad to share with you. And I feel like I have a lot to offer, not just in some useful ideas, but check out all these tomatoes. Most YouTubers are just in some studio somewhere that could be anywhere in the world. but be outside with the animals and on the farm, and to show you the sunshine and nature and have a little walkabout is something really unique, I think, that I can offer you. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, you should subscribe. Also here we have turmeric. You can't really see it, but it's starting to pop out. We mulched over it. Okay, so for me, having the month, it really helped, and having a structure of through 30 days, okay, it really helped. Of checking it off like every day, green check or red X, having a little, just trying to not break the chain. That was really helpful. Something that's really helpful is just getting rid of my coffee paraphernalia. If you want to quit anything, this is really helpful. Just tossing my coffee mugs. If you have a coffee maker, getting rid of that. That can really help. Another thing that's helpful is quitting the other things first. Because if you quit coffee, but you're still smoking weed, drinking alcohol, smoking tobacco, it may seem pointless, because coffee's relatively good for you compared to these things. So coffee is like the last thing to tackle after you knock over these other levels of sobriety. So it's pretty advanced. So it might not be the right time for you to quit until you quit these other things first. Another thing is having sort of a replacement. So for me, this is a lot of herbal teas. I drink a lot more herbal teas now. Part of my evening routine is boiling water, putting either some tea bags or some loose teas. I really like hibiscus, although there's a number of things I put in there. Let's go for a walk. I'm going to show you the sheep over here. Herbal teas, and then in the morning, I live in Hawaii, it's hot. It's nice and cool in the morning. I drink my tea in the morning, so it's a different uncaffeinated teas. It's a different replacement activity for the coffee that I can do. So that's something that makes it really useful. Another thing is having an expectation of how long it's going to take. If you're a habitual coffee drinker like me, I drank coffee every single day for 10 years. There's only one day that I missed in those 10 years, and I remember it because I was so addicted, basically. And for me, it was a small thing, like, oh, I'm just gonna drink sheep. I'm just gonna drink. Let's go get the sheep. Yeah, those are some good sheeps. Just 1 cup of coffee a day seems like not a big deal, but it was still, the expectation and the reality of quitting was, it was difficult. I had headaches, I had withdrawals, I was cranky, I was irritable for like a week, 2 weeks. I felt different for like a month. So, but just knowing that you're gonna get through that it's not gonna last forever. I picked a time as well where it was like end of the week, start of the weekend, where I would, I didn't have to be on top of my game, knowing I was gonna be sort of sleepy and off a little bit more. You could just picking the right time. You could do it in a time where you're going to be busy, or you just, set yourself up with a time where you can succeed. So, yeah, I picked a certain, long weekend, and just to get started and get going, and know that, hey, once you're through, it's going to be really easy. The cravings are going to go away. The pain's going to go away, and you're not going to have to worry about ever going back to it. And also knowing that if you ever go back to it, it just gets harder and it gets more difficult. So it's not worth going back to. So what else can we say about the quitting of coffee? Another tip just for anything is this psychological idea of Robert Greene calls it detesting the things you cannot have. But being like, okay, I can't have coffee. I don't like coffee, it's gross. Oh, you drink coffee? That's gross. Almost sort of like judging it, right? What do you think about this little sheep right now? Thumbs up for the sheep, subscribe for the sheep. Mama doesn't like it when I take the baby. Okay, Mama, here's your baby. I'm sorry. Just don't do it and don't look back. rip the Band-Aid off, throw away all your memorabilia, start tracking day by day. Pick a good time to do it, whether that's sober October or when you have a series of days. Replace it with some herbal teas. If it's a social thing, like just get in the habit of ordering teas or drinking teas. And make sure you get good sleep so you don't feel like you need some kind of artificial boost. So hope you find that useful and helpful, and appreciate you. Get some sunshine, that makes a difference. Get on a good sleep schedule. Get to a good place in your life where you've already cut out a lot of different bad habits, and you can cut out this one final habit and take control of yourself. Remind yourself about the toxins and the pesticides as well. That's another thing that can help. If you found this video helpful and useful, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, let me know that it was useful to you, it matters, and go ahead and share it. Go and share it with other people. Go share it with someone else who should quit drinking coffee. And if you want help, I have a little video course down below. The video course is a series of videos day by day that's going to help you quit any bad habit, master yourself, improve your life. And I also do one-on-one coaching, so there's also a link to that down below if you're interested in that. Just want to say, as always, I appreciate you. I believe in you, that you can make this change, that you can make this difference. It's possible. It's not really that hard, and it's going to be valuable and worth it for you to do. So, as always, much love, Trav, and I'm out. Peace.